this is a true honor to be doing this interview with you.
Thank you.
I really enjoy your work and what you've done throughout your career. Lost 23 is your 21st album. Where do you get the strength to keep on going after so many albums?
Because the flame inside me is still burning, So I'm not ready to say something to the people, I want to say more to the people. I want to write great music and even better music, and this flame, like I said, the fire inside myself is still burning. I want to go out, I want to play live, I want to play shows, I want to record good songs, hopefully good songs, and it's always working great, yeah.
And this album has a very mysterious and mythical title. What does it mean? What Lost 23 mean?
Oh, it's very, very easy to explain. 23, the 23rd letter in the alphabet is the W. And the W this time stands for world. So actually the real title is Lost 23, of course, but it's Lost World. But when I wrote it down, I looked at it and I said, it looks a little bit boring, what can I do? And so I changed the word into these Romanian letters, it looks great. And everybody's asking, what's that? What the fuck is that? It's always a good start doing interviews too, yeah.
And it really sets the vibe to the album. And lyrically, what does this album talk about?
Everything. We have love songs. We have songs which are dealing with weird circumstances happening at the world at the moment. For example, Survive is about who is our enemy, because there are a lot of things going on. We have the Ukrainian conflict with Russia. We have the Taliban still going on in the east. We have the pollution in the air is not right. So we have everything going on. And everything. So it's a little weird in the weird world we're living at the moment. So. And of course, we have other tracks like Gone with the Wind. It's a ballad about a dog who lost his owner, and didn't recognize it. So that's a sad story. And of course, we have a love track like with Fly With Me. It's between a love relationship between a man and a woman. So, and we have everything in there. We have, I can't remember the lyrics behind the instrumental The Rise of Anchor because there are no lyrics, because just making jokes. So it's about everything,
But not about your usual theme like Kings and Castles. You really have been you are really over that theme. Sign of the Times was a game changer for you.
Yeah, a little bit, because Sign of the Times was well accepted by the fans too, but I think this one is even better than the Sign of the Times. I believe, I don't know.
And you already said that Gunwing Wins is a true story about dog lost his owner and stuff. What led you to? What motivated you to write a song about that topic?
Because I had this melody stuff, and I had the melody of the vocals and stuff. I had everything. It was a ballad for sure. And then I said, what can I write about? And then I just saw it by accident on the internet. And I remember that story because there was a movie. I think it was in beginning of the 2000s with Richard Gere, was one of the main characters. They made a movie out of it, and I said, oh, that's a good idea because it's a really sad story, And we have a dog too, So I think maybe it's a good idea to write about a dog. Yeah.
I think the movie is called Ashiko or something like that. Right?
Yeah, I think it's about I think the dog lived in Japan, as far as I know. Yeah, right.
Something like that. Moving to your lineup now. The last time you had a lineup change was back on 2014, before Into the Storm. Yeah. Can we say that you found your perfect lineup?
Yeah, definitely, because Mike Tirana was a great drummer too. I loved Mike, and he loved us. He played great. But on the other hand, in the last 2 years when we played with him, he was a little, he needs a drum solo in every song live. He just played too much going on there, way too much. I told Mike several times, I said, man, calm down, play a little less. It's better, you're distorting the song with playing all over the fucking drums. But he didn't, he wants to play like that, I said, well, that's a little weird. And then he was in what was the band? And Taya's band, Taya Turun, the vocalist. He was on the road with Taya, and he said, actually, I can't do the tour. But I said, Mike, you agreed to do my tour. And he said, no, I can't do it. They say, when you can't do the tour, you're not on the plane on the fucking record. You're out of this band. And, you know, I was a little upset, but anyway. So, and I luckily I found Bobby. You know, it was very easy because a friend of mine, he knew Bobby since the Rainbow days, you know, and I got the email address from my friend, and I wrote Bobby, and he said, "Who are you?" and I sent him MP3 files, YouTube links and stuff, and listened to this. And then he came back to me one day after, said, "Man, that's great. I love your music. I want to play," you know. And then, yeah, the rest is history. He came over. We did the first record together. We were friends. He's a great guy. Absolutely. He's a fantastic guy. He's one of the top drummers in the world. He's a very nice guy, and he's very easy to work with. And he's totally on the same musical level than I am, because we love all the other bands I love, he loves too, you know, so it's just great.
All the members, except for you and for Volker, have other bands.
Yeah.
Is it easy to schedule tours for Axel Radical?
No, absolutely no problem, because, you know, like I said, Bobby is only playing with me. He's doing some drum clinics over in the US, and he's doing his regular, he's a teacher for drums, you know, and he's playing once a week. He's playing a live show in Katie's bar in his Long Island, New York, you know, but he's not playing in so much other bands, you know. He used to work with Blue Oyster Cult, and he used to play with Leslie West, but Leslie West unfortunately died, you know, I think it was last year. So this gig is gone for him, you know. And on the other hand, there's Johnny, has his band Hardline. He's doing some solo shows sometime. But, you know, we're always, you know, when ARP will go on tour, we talk about the timing, the schedule, you know. And when Johnny said, "Oh, I'm booked in this month," so we continue with, we go with ARP to another month, or the other way around, you know. And Johnny always books dates with Hardline, which are not interrupting with ARP. So that's no problem.
It's notorious that your albums and your songs always have several guitar tracks. Is it easy for you, being the only live guitar player, to play on those different tracks?
No. I won't accept any other guitar player on stage, only myself, you know, because, you know, I tell you why. There are a lot of guitar players who actually could play my stuff and play the rhythm when I solo over it or whatever. But the problem is we're improvising on stage very much, you know, and you can't rehearse like that. You can't have the other guitar player, when I say, "Now I need to rehearse," he doesn't know. When I improvise, he doesn't know. How should that work, you know? With Ferdy, it's no problem. Ferdy, I look at Ferdy and he knows exactly when I start to play anything different than the night before. He follows me, you know, but you can't do it with another guitar player. So unfortunately, it's only me.
You still kick ass, even live. Your live shows are always great. Now, moving back to Lost 23, how was your creative process to this album?
You know, there wasn't really a big deal. You're like, you know, I'm a very creative guy. Like I said, the fire inside myself is still burning, and I'm always writing stuff, you know. Yeah, I tell you, when we finished this record, we came out of the studio, and I went home, packed my guitars, put them away, you know, I picked up one guitar, I said, "Let's play a little." I already had 3 riffs for the next record already, because I'm always writing, you know. I'm always, when I pick up the guitar, just play a little for practicing, then suddenly there's a fucking huge riff. I say, "Wow, this is cool," and I press the recording button on my cell phone. Later I put these ideas into the computer, but anyway, it's just to keep it, you know. So I'm always writing it. Sometimes a melody comes to my mind, I sing it in my cell phone, and I don't, you know, what I don't do is don't sit down and say to myself, "Now I have 4 weeks and now I have to write a fucking record with 10 or 11 songs." I couldn't do that, you know. Creativity is a thing which comes naturally to you, and not on pressing a button and now I have to be creative. It doesn't work. But so, like I said, I'm collecting so many different, it's over a couple of 100 ideas, you know, so it's great.
And it is the same process that you had in your last albums?
I'm always doing that, like this, like several years, like the beginning, yeah.
Lost 23 has your signature all over it, if you know what I mean. And yet we can find some influences of something that isn't you, like for example, in Down in the Streets.
So, again, please. Down on the Streets, I can imagine, okay?
Down in the Streets is kind of AC/DC-ish, the riff and stuff.
Really?
I think so.
Okay, I thought more about Thin Lizzy, but anyway, okay.
Yeah, but my question is, were you wanting to give this new direction to the song, or was it just something that happened?
It's something that happened, you know. I'm not thinking about, when I have a riff, I'm not thinking about, "Oh, this could be like AC/DC or this could be like this." So I'm just playing it, and I say, "Wow, this is cool." you know, then I follow the idea and bring on the other stuff to make a real song out of it. So, yeah.
And the Digipack Edition 2, Lost 23, has also a bonus track. It's called Quarantine 1. Was this the first song that you wrote since you were in quarantine?
No. Quarantine 1 was I wrote that in 2 years ago when we had the pandemic just starting all over and everything was closed and we couldn't play live. I said to myself, what can I do for the fans for something in between, you know, to make a fun little thing or whatever. And I wrote it. I recorded with the camera here in my home. And when I sit there, you actually I put it on YouTube, you know, and it was very well accepted by the fan. Wow, this is a cool song. Why isn't it on Spotify? Can you take it on the CD? And I said, and I asked the record company, and they say, yeah, we take it as a bonus track for the next record. I say, wow, that's a cool idea, and that's what we did. But actually, it's 2 years old, yeah. But the only difference between the YouTube video and the bonus track, which is only on the Digipack version, Bobby played the drums new. So he played the drums to that because when I recorded it at home, I used a drum loop out of a computer. There was no real drums, but now we put the real drums on it, and that's it. Yeah, but we didn't change anything else.
And so it was a way for you to reward your most loyal fans.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, yeah.
And moving back a little bit to your history now, you were one of the founding members of the iconic band Steamer. Can the fans expect another album or another tour with you as the guitarist for Steamer?
No, I wouldn't do that anymore. No, because you know I had far more success being a solo artist than we ever had with Steeler. You know, we sold a lot of records with Steeler in the '80s, but that was a thing, a chapter from the past. You know, we did a reunion in was it 2014 when I had my 25th anniversary as a solo artist. We did a show. We played 4 songs. That was okay, but nobody said we want to continue that because it doesn't make sense to me at all. You know.
Now, if you had to rate all your albums, including your solo albums and the Steeler albums, on which position would Lost 23 be?
On which position?
Yes, to rate them.
Number 1, of course, because I think it's the fucking best record I ever did.
Now you have more than 40 years of career under your belt. What can the fans still expect from you?
Nothing but great music. I hope that I can able to play live several more shows, several more years, and I hope they record till I'm 87 or 95, I don't know. So as long as the body said it's okay, and as long as my brain said, and as long as the fire inside is still burning, I want to go out and give the people something what they want, or maybe don't want, I don't know. Yeah.
And of those 40 years, 33 were with your solo band, and all of them were with the label Steam Hammer SPV.
Yeah.
Are they still the best label for you after 33 years?
Yeah, because you know, I have my absolutely freedom with them because I can do what I want. They let me do what I want. You know, they never. For example, when I say I want to go into the studio recording the next CD, they're not saying, "Oh, you need to have a demo first. We need to hear the songs first." They don't fucking care. You know, they let me do what I want. They never show up in the studio and say, "Let me have a listen. Oh, this song is shit. This is shit. This is okay, but you have to change it." No, because you know, the first time they will hear actually the new record is when I'm delivering the done, finished master tape. You know, not before, and that's great. And also, they're nice people. They're metalheads, you know, they know what they want, they know what I want, and they know the business, so great. Never change a winning team.
That's right. And which are your touring plans for this album? Which are your touring plans for this album?
The plans?
Yes. What tours we have planned? Do you have planned already?
We have shows going on in the fall. We're starting in September. I don't know the exact date. We're starting in September. It takes us through the whole September, and then we're doing the next part. I think next year in April and May we'll play live, and probably a few more shows in the fall of 2023 with other countries included. Probably the UK, Spain, hopefully. I don't know. You know, we have to wait and see. Yeah.
And what about Portugal? Do you have any confirmation yet or any ideas?
No, not yet already, but I have to talk to my concert agency, so we have to work it out. Something, hopefully, it might happen.
But you have been in Portugal before, right?
We never, I think, as far as I remember, we never played. I've been there, of course, but I just visit some cities and stuff. And I think, yeah, but we never played there, unfortunately.
I hope to see you soon here. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Do you want to send any message to your Portuguese fans?
Yeah, that I hope that sometime we are really able to play live in your beautiful country. I love Portugal. So anyway, rock on, metal brothers, metal.
All right. Thank you so much. It was an
Thank you.
honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.